What is the life review process like after we pass?
As we arrive to the other side, usually it goes like, it depends. It's so different. Sometimes our relatives on the other side come to greet us, and to welcome us to the new world. Sometimes it's just our spirit guide who leads us to our personal reality and helping us to get incorporated in this new world, your personal world, before you meet those who are on the other side. It's very different. But usually once you settled in your personal reality or somewhere in a collective reality, depend how old are you.
Well, let's say for an old soul.
For old souls, yeah, once you settle in your personal reality, before you go and see others, usually your spirit guide will step in and will advise meeting with a council of elders. This is but the ones I saw, they designed as a building from stepping out from antiquity, with the colonnades, with the dome, with the light coming from the roof.
Describe it in Croton.
Yeah, I described it in Croton. Yeah, and then you face judges. Some they call judges, but to me it's a council of elders. Can be 3, 5, 7, usually odd numbers. And they're helping us to review our past life, things which we could have done differently. They can, or they show things that we've done really good, and they compliment us on our decision-making process. So this is not only seeing bad things, but also good things, because everything in a balance. Being here, we do both. We harm others, we help others. It's not a hectic. It's sometimes it can get heavy, because their job to make sure you will experience what you put others through. If you cause severe pain to someone while he was living here, you will have to experience that pain. I find very difficult to those who are committed act of violence towards one or many. If you harm like 10, 15 people because you committed to some religious act, as you think as justice, pursuing justice, then you have to experience not only what they went through, but also you have to experience pain they exit caused to their relatives. Or you kill the husband, you have to feel what the wife feel by losing him. Your child was left without father. This is where getting very heavy. This is when they find themselves in a lost confinement with no doors. How long we'll stay there, only God knows. But you have to go through each and every person you cause harm. And this is very hard to keep your mind or your soul intact. Accommodating so much pain is almost impossible. Yeah. And sometimes soul get dispersed back into the source because it's incapable of coming back after encountering so much pain.
Say like an Adolf Hitler that comes with a mission that caused so much pain and suffering and loss. I mean, would that go back to source?
This type of souls chosen between those who really wants to then come back and to help their nation. They believe they can do good things for the nation they just stepped out from, or race. They come to fix the world from their point of view. And those souls are helped to come here knowing that they will create great havoc. They basically get tricked into this, into circumstances. They have been helped to become a person who will create world war. This type of souls, yeah, they are. There's no coming back. There's no you can't step back into the normal life because you cause so much pain to so many souls. Although they needed to experience that, you're kind of helping them, but giving this opportunity to experience all the atrocity you created, you've been caused. It's beyond our ability to withstand so much pain. Yeah, you will get dispersed to the source. Most of your existence on the soul. Till next great leader will come, knowing that he is here to save his nation, or to help, or to rise the people for the cause of justice, and manipulating with their mind and pushing them into something which they might not be ready to be part of. But this is what creates this negative karma, and this is what keeps this wheel of samsara rolling. Because every time we come here, we manage to create negative karma, and with every next life we're trying to fixing one thing, but at the same time causing damage to others. Fix one, and then one part of your karma, and then you create more negative karma. So that it might seem it's an ongoing process, but time comes when you find yourself power to say no, regardless what your leaders will push you into. You will say no, I don't want to be part of it, and then you will not be part of that violence or part of the war. That's how this reality is structured. In other words, to find heaven, we have to go through hell.
Who else is present during this life review process? Will our spirit guides be with us for support? What does that, especially if it can be so heavy for some?
When we're going through that life review, always stay standing in front of the council of elders. Usually our spirit guide steps a little bit behind us on our left side. I don't know why, but that's how it works. Every time I see guide on the left, and kind of helping you, energetically supporting you, although they have nothing to say, they're just silent witness of the entire procedure. Because what they do while you're standing in the middle of the throne, back on the spotlight, you can be withdrawn into another reality, into a path, and to relive that day or couple of days, to relive it. But you are kind of observer, you're not part of the reality, but you're stepping into reality, but nobody can see you, but you can see everything what happened. So this is how you remember. They're helping you to remember what you've done, good or bad, regardless. When it gets too hectic, they can terminate the session and to give you some time to rejuvenate, go back to your reality, and then when you're ready, you can step in again and keep going until you're done. But this is not designed to harm you or cause you pain. This is the part of education. This is part of growth in the spiritual level. Yeah.